The other day, I read a column by Nancy Armour in USA Today headlined, Caitlin Clark, Patrick Mahomes, bland answers evoke Michael Jordan era of athlete activism. So I got to know Nancy a little when I worked in Chicago and she was covering Chicago sports for the Associated Press. I liked her, always read what she writes, but in this column, she took Caitlin and Patrick to task for dodging questions about who they're supporting in this upcoming presidential election. Both said they'd just please like everybody to get out and vote. Yeah, Nancy wrote that Caitlin's Instagram account was flooded with nasty comments from supposed fans upset she liked Taylor Swift's post endorsing Kamala Harris. And Nancy wrote that Mahomes is getting backlash both from people who want him to disassociate himself from his wife's presumed pro-Trump beliefs and people angry he didn't defend his wife's presumed pro-Trump beliefs. No surprise. So now we're back to this question. Should every professional athlete be required to publicly declare which way he or she is voting for president? This is just me. No, not unless they want to. So in Nancy's column, she makes mention of how Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter, Tiger Woods avoided taking any kind of stand. This reminded me of a conversation I once had in Chicago in 1998 with Michael Jordan. He told me he didn't get involved in politics because he just didn't follow politics. He just didn't know enough about politics. So I asked him, even when the black community needs you to pick a side? Michael just shrugged and said, I just don't know enough about it. The truth was, Michael just didn't care enough about the world's problems or the black community's issues to get involved. And yes, he once infamously said, Republicans buy sneakers too, even though he says that was said in jest as part of team bus trash talk. Trust me on this. Michael Jordan was more obsessed with playing basketball than any basketball player I have ever known. He was addicted to just competing at basketball, at golf, at cards, at whatever, at life. Nobody had to tell Michael Jordan to just shut up and dribble. That's all he wanted to do. Just be the greatest basketball player ever. And was he ever? And I, for one, could not condemn him for that. My favorite athlete when I was a kid was Muhammad Ali, in part because he took such strong and dangerous and lonely and courageous public stands against racism when that was not popular. That's just who he was. That was what he was made of, what he was born to do. I've long applauded the public stance LeBron James has taken against racial injustice. Seriously, if LeBron ran for president one day, I would vote for LeBron James. But I also once applauded Charles Barkley for saying in a commercial, I am not a role model. True that. Look, I've been interacting with sports stars for 50 years. Many of those sports stars have been spoiled rotten since they were the best kid on the field or on the court when they were 5 or 6 years of age. My friend Tom House, the former big league pitcher, is a throwing guru who taught Brady and Breeze, has a great term for this: suspended adolescence. I'll say it again, suspended adolescence. So many sports stars just never have to grow up. So many have so much money so quickly. They are so worshiped wherever they go that they just don't live in the real world, in our world. And I, for one, do not look to any of them for life advice. So I, for one, don't need Caitlin or Patrick to pick a side unless they want to. If they want to just obsess on being the greatest ever, obsess away. If they want to go Ali or LeBron, God bless them. If they want to campaign for Kamala or for Donald Trump, that should be their right as an American. But that's just me.